Good evening, everyone. I'm with you all today. Just making sure no hair's sticking up Amjad. Hi, lazy Kenzie. Yeah, I were in one of them moods. I couldn't be arsed mood today, so I washed it, just dried it, and then brushed it, and that were it. I couldn't be arsed. So, hope everyone's well. Yeah, the boys down at the football. He's just messaged me saying it's a snooze fest, so I'm taking it. It's 0-0. So anyway, yeah, I washed it, but like I normally I've got a little round brush, and yeah, but today I couldn't be bothered, Amjad, so I just got hair dryer out, got my flat brush, and we're going. So yeah, we're in one of them moods where yeah, can't be bothered moods. Hiya Tim, how are you? So yeah, I have washed it and conditioned it today. So, but apart from that, but my fringe is going a bit long now, so it's going to get on my nerves a tad. So, but anyway. We're starting next week here instead of tomorrow then, Amjad. At least let you know. Yeah, I wear Renese's, yeah. So, but you see, normally on a Tuesday it's got band practice. Oh dear. Well, as I say to Chris J, you can't win them all. But yeah, I mean, like our live on, I think it was last night, weren't it? Easy come on my panel, so we visit one another's, and some as I say, normally on a Tuesday night he's got band practice, but he ain't tonight. But I mean, he did explain to us after the show, but I'm not at liberty to, yeah. Anyway, what we're going to say. So I'm just going to plug me charger lead in. Biscuits in the kitchen. So yeah. Oh dear, Tim's having laptop trouble. Oh, okie dokie then. Thank you for coming over anyway. I think I'm subscribed to you anyway. I'm sure I am. Ah. Oh dear. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Amjad. But yeah, I know Tim were having problems last night. I will do. I mean, as same as I say, I'm not expecting him in too late, Amjad. Hi, Gordo. I don't know, but just after 10 o'clock, something like that. So tell us, Gordo. Oh, you probably not have had it yet. Gordo's made moussaka again. But yeah, done a few things differently this time. Yeah, Chris went live earlier on. It ran here like a tester pilot, if you know what I mean. Sort of instead of keep borrowing my camera, yeah, you can now go live via his phone. So yeah, I forgot what name it. Yeah, he'll tell you. He'll tell you what it's called. Talk the devil and the shore to appear. Ooh, I added some more white sauce. It was a bit sparse on the top. What's the name of that app that you used for you, so you could, yeah, use it as like a webcam? I don't know. I don't know. I think it's sort of, I think it's because it's 0-0, Joel. If it were a bit more exciting, I think it'd be a bit more enthusiastic. But by the by the sounds of things, it's hi, Bria. Have I missed Bria again? How come? How come Tim's put Bria? I've not seen her. I'm scrolling back, Tim, and I can't see Bria. Well, this is it. I mean, in respect, hiya, Gary. It's all right. I'll do it on Chris's behalf, Gary. Gary, because he's not here down at football. But this is the thing, you know what I mean? No, she's not. I've scrolled back, Tim, and she's not in. So yeah, you know, be proud of who you are, no matter, you know. There's Tim jumping the gun. I'm thinking, I haven't seen Bria in. You know, I've scrolled back and I still can't see. So, so yeah, so that Gary, we're on Chris's behalf. But just thought I'd do it again. But yeah, same as I say, Jay. When he says hiya, Bria, and I thought, well, I didn't see Bria come in. See, Gary is not even here, and he's yeah. So yeah, you know, I've got me thinking, am I going blind as well as daft? And I scroll back, and I couldn't see Bria. Yeah, that's it, Jay. You know, even though he's not here, he's here. Hi, Bria. Nah, she's here, Tim. Nah, she's here. But yeah, we were just having a laugh, Bria, because Tim says, hiya, Bria. And I'm thinking, well, I didn't see her come in, and I was scrolling back, couldn't see anyway. Oh. Hi, Az. How are you? It's no good asking me, Gordo, because I ain't got a scoop.
Gary!
But yeah,
How are you guys?
Now Bria's in. Bria's in now. But she weren't when Tim said she were.
Well, Tim fooled me. All right.
I'm going to say I had to scroll back because I couldn't. Yeah. But how's things?
Excellent. How about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Just back from the beach. Haven't gone to bed yet since last night. You know, the usual.
No good for you, your health not sleeping.
Yeah, it's overrated.
Well, I mean, I say that because it's like I do sleep, but it's on, off, on, off, on, off all night. You know what I mean? And
Hour
sometimes
here, hour there.
Yeah, sometimes that can be worse than not sleeping at all. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, I know some of those days definitely.
So when you're getting broken sleep up, oh, that's the thing. Being as Chris is not here, I'll tell you, I've had some firemen in house today. If anybody knows me, they know I've got a thing for firemen.
Oof.
Yeah, just to prove. South Yorkshire Fire Brigade. They were a bit too young for me though. Yeah, they're only I bet I've got knickers older than what they are. They're only young men, young boys, should I say?
Yeah. Hey, hang on 1 second, Jeanette. I want to see if I can get someone to get over here. Hold on a second. Give me 2 seconds here. I'll be right back.
No, unfortunately, but when they came, sorry, Jay, when they came, they says, "Oh, we're from Yorkshire Fire Brigade. We're in area. Did you want us to run you through a home safety check?" And Chris says, "Yeah, why not?" Anyway, he says, "We are from Fire Brigade." He says, "Fire engines down road." And I says to Young'un that were like, they fill questionnaires in and all this, that, and other. And he says, I says, "If fire engine weren't so far away," I says, I'd ask to, can I have a look inside your fire engine? You know what I mean? So unfortunately, they were parked down bottom at road, and I'm going. But yeah, I can say I've had some firemen in my house. But yeah, if it hadn't have been from parking, if they'd parked at semicircle, I'd have gone outside. But they didn't. They said they parked down road.
All right, I'm back. Wanted to see if someone's gonna come and say hi or not. Won't say who though.
Oh dear.
It's a surprise. How are things, Jeanette? Good?
Yeah, they're good. They're good, Jay. Firemen. Where they come knocking. They were visiting area, raise it, and they knocked on the door and they says, blah blah blah. You could tell us to bugger off if you want, but we were in area doing safety checks. So Chris says, yeah. He says, "You'll make my missus's day because she loves firemen." But
get my video from the beach today.
They weren't in all the gear. They were only like t-shirts and the black trousers. But okie dokie then, Joel.
Did you get my video from the beach today?
I did watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so relaxing. I needed that.
Yeah. Mrs. G's brother is a fireman, and her dad was ooh. But yeah. But it says, "Oh, if you've got any inquiries or anything, just ring this number." I thought, well, No, I better not.
Send them all over.
But yeah, all they put is a. You see, we've already got smoke detectors, one at bottom and one upstairs. And other week, the gas engineer came to fit as a carbon monoxide. Yeah, but these have fitted something what's called an extreme heat. In case there's a extreme heat, it's like another sort of smoke alarm, but it detects extreme heat.
Oh, okay.
I says to Chris, I says, well, and he says, because more often than not, fires originate in your kitchen. You know
yes,
what I mean?
I had one. Yes, I know. Not fun.
So he says it's just another added precaution because this don't detect smoke or anything. It detects extreme heat. And I says to Chris, I says, well, the thing that worries me is when you're cooking or anything, our kitchen does get really, really hot.
Mm-hmm.
But I would imagine, when we're talking extreme heat, we're talking extreme heat, not just, So, but it's another added precaution, let's just say.
Yes.
And biscuits fell out with me because he's in kitchen. It's a good job I don't then, Gordo. But yeah,
Gordo.
you can tell Chris is not here and Callum's not here because, I'm way down on pecking order and is in there. Well,
I love listening to Chris scream at the soccer matches over there. I mean, the football matches over there.
But yeah, he's going upstairs now. Normally, when them two go at it, they'll bugger off upstairs up in Callum's room. And he's just this minute gone up. It spooked him though today because they've tested fire alarms while they're here, and obviously it's very loud, and they don't like out like that. They were all right after that, but it was just that very, just testing fire alarms. So Will here likes a very spicy curry. I know I don't.
Not really.
My stomach don't allow it.
Nope.
No, yeah, my limit is a korma. And anybody knows what a korma, it's just like coconutty, very, not hot at all. But that's, you know what I mean? That's all I can muster is a korma. So, did you say ice hockey?
Yes, the playoffs started last night. Yes, they did. I was 1-3 in my picks for last night, but I picked it by the series, not by the game, so I still have plenty of time.
Gordo says the hotter the better. I don't know how some people do it. You know what I mean?
I'll put I'll put the ice hockey highlights up on our group chat after I get off of here later if you guys want to watch them.
But yeah, I can't.
It's interesting.
I tell a lie. I have tried chicken tikka masala. Now I can just about cope with that, but that's it. That's as far as my tolerance.
I don't like chicken masala. No.
But it's not very often we have a curry or a Chinese or anything like that because Callum don't like them. So it's pointless buying them just for me and Chris.
Yeah.
I slowly introduced Mrs. G to different curries. She only used to eat kormas. But yeah, I've always had a problem with. I probably could eat it, but it don't agree with me. It's like me with cucumber. I love cucumber, but it don't like me.
Oh, I love cucumbers. Love them.
But yeah, no, it's one of these things where, you know, I can eat it, but I regret it a bit later down the line. It's a good job I've always got some antacid tablets to hand.
Cucumbers and Thousand Island dressing. Love it.
No baking tonight because they're down at football, aren't they, Gary? So, yeah, we've had to sort of switch things around a bit. So, normal live stream tonight, but baking's tomorrow. And we're making Black Forest brownies.
Nice.
But the thing
Send
is...
some over to the States.
Might be a bit soggy by the time to get there, Jay.
Yeah, probably.
The only problem I've had is...
Well, I got to come over and visit one of these days.
You're welcome to. You're supposed to buy tin cherries for the
I can't get my
brownie.
Here we go.
Right. And glassy cherries for the decoration. Now, we couldn't get tin cherries from anywhere, so I'm just going to bung glassy cherry. Same as I says, a cherry's a cherry, innit? You know what I mean? So, but it does say on the recipe to put 2 tablespoons of kirsch in it, which I researched, and kirsch is like a cherry brandy liqueur. So I did look for, you know, what can I use as an alternative, and it does say that you can use any, like fruit juice, apple juice, orange juice, but I'm going to go with the juices from the cherries because I've got some in like a jar, and it's in like a syrup, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go with a couple of tablespoons of that. But you know what I mean? It's like, it's a liqueur. If you've got kids in family, you don't want them drinking alcohol or eating alcohol, should I say. So, yeah. Oh, talking about curries. You see, I've not tried any of them. I've not tried any of them because, yeah, it don't agree with me. Because Amjad says his mum makes sarg.
Hey, Amjad.
Sarg. I don't know. I don't know how you pronounce it, Amjad. But
that's my little brother, by the way, everyone.
Paneer, Gordo, or sometimes Aloo. Ooh. So you like both, Amjad? See, this is the thing. I'd love to be able to experiment with different things like that, but I can't, if you know what I mean. Oh, it's a spinach-based curry. Hiya, Johnny. How's your foot?
Johnny.
How's your foot today, Johnny? Well, you don't sound too bad then. But, I mean, it's the same as I say. There's certain things, aloo means potato. I mean, obviously, there's some sort of spices involved.
Making me hungry. Might have to order a pineapple pizza. Just to get Tim all fired up over there.
Sorbet bean garden all day there, out there now having a... Ooh! Oh, I think it means Tracy. They all are. I don't think it's been that long, Johnny. I've put my jumper on because I was cold. But tell Tracy to save me some. I like a lot of the Thai curries. Oh. Tim says he's still waiting on his laptop. Oh, Ailey, Tracy and Farad. Yeah. Oh, we've had that discussion loads of times. Joel.
My laptop's terrible. That's why I'm on my phone doing this, because my laptop's terrible.
But the thing is, pardon me, yeah, this one were a new one that Chris and Callum bought me together for Christmas, so brand new. Well, when I say brand new, but yeah.
But for me, if I ever wanted to host a live, I'd have to do it off a laptop, so it'd be no good for me because my laptop's horrible.
Well, that's it. But you see, I've got an external camera.
Oh, okay.
So, but it at the moment, it's behaving itself because I bought like a connector thing so I can plug, because we've got Ethernet cables, you see.
Yep.
Gary says it's 2 for Tuesdays, Domino and Pizza Hut. I did see that advertised, and the reduced prices of the pizzas, Gary. Because yeah, it says, you know, yeah, I think they've reduced. Yeah, I think it's basically to get more people to order pizzas. You know, it's just basically a ploy, you know, for marketing reasons. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's very rare we have a takeout or anything because it's just, you know, it's money's tight. You know what I mean? You can't always afford a takeout, can you? Oh, buy one, get one free. We can't grumble at that then, Gary. Hi, Crypto.
Hey.
But, yeah. If we... well,
bring out the bubble wrap.
If we do have a takeout, it's only Chippy anyway. But last time we were meant to be going to Chippy, it was closed. Don't they do free delivery? Ooh. Well, that's where they're getting you then, Gary. Hi, Vanessa. Yeah, that's where they're getting you, because that's why they can buy one, get one free, because they're charging you for delivery. So they're making it back anyway. You know, it's crafty how some of these companies work. You know what I mean? They sort of making it sound very enticing, buy one, get one free, but, oh, we don't do free delivery anymore. But I thought most places, I mean, I don't know about in States, but here in the UK, if you order over a certain amount, I don't know, let's say 25, 15, I don't know how much it is. Yeah, you get free delivery.
Yeah, we sometimes get that in the States.
Gordo says he buys the cheap pizzas from Iceland or Sainsbury's and then jazz them up with the herbs, etc. But this is it. Why not? You know what I mean? It's a case of you make something out of nothing. In other words, you know what I mean? And you make it the way you want it. Well, yeah, I mean, at one time they used to do that here as well, Vanessa. If you didn't get your order within 30 minutes, yeah, you got it for nothing. Everything's changed though, hasn't it? But like Gary's just said, it's 2 for 2 Tuesday or something, and you buy one, you get one free. But delivery ain't free anymore. So basically, they're getting, giving it you in one hand and taking it off in other. You know what I mean? It's it's a bit of a ploy. So what you saved on buying a second pizza, you're having to pay in delivery charges. I mean, this is the way I look at it. A lot of the takeaway places, whether it be Italian, Indian, Chinese, or whatever, if they're still in business after last few years, then they've got to make the business pay. So like a test for them, eh, Vanessa? It says Vanessa says, lol, the Alaskan storms always dump 4 feet of snow overnight, every storm. So it were a test of endurance, really. Now that sounds that good. Oh yeah, I could do with that. I could just about eat that new potatoes in herb butter sauce. But yeah, that's the thing. It said the best thing he ever did was create a herb garden. You see, that's another thing as well, Gary. We've got a McDonald's sort of literally 5 minutes down the road. So if on the rare occasion we do have a McDonald's, Chris drives down there anyway. So, you know what I mean? So basically, you know that you're getting, hot fries, or, if you seeing them cooking it, then you know it's fresh, you know what I mean? So it just seems pointless being like 5 minutes away from a drive-through as well to order it, because whoever you order it from, whether it's Deliveroo, what's other one, Deliveroo, Just Eat, or whatever, they're going to want their cut, aren't they? So yeah, we find it just easier to go down in car, and Chris will take Callum with him and go through drive-through. Yeah, it's just a lot easier that way. So I'm just going to check the score for anybody that's interested in knowing. Ooh. Chocolate mint. Joel, Sheffield United are winning 1-0 against Bristol City. God all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, they're 1-0 up.
Oh, Sheffield.
Yeah, they're winning 1-0. What is chocolate mint? So yeah.
I love chocolate mint ice cream. Oh, it's the best.
I mean, he's on about proper like mint. Hi, Johnny.
Hello. Turn volume down a bit. We're like, whoa.
How's your foot?
And then Keena, like, when she did football practice earlier, kicked the ball to me and I kicked it wrong bloody foot. So I got a reminder. It's very sore. I don't think I've broken it, but I've bruised it and all my nails, right, going a bit black. I just flattened it a bit. I went to charity shop today because the one next to McDonald's. I took Keena from McDonald's. They had this nice fancy little greenhouse thing that they'd just put together, brand new. So I'll have that. All them pots I had lying around the other planters, that I didn't have room for, they've all fit in that little greenhouse. Oh, that's not good. Keena bought a teddy and I bought a greenhouse.
Yeah. And it's true. It's true. Johnny is the only person that I know that can fall in shit and come up smelling of roses.
Out on display and stuck the tag on it.
Just. Well, that's just your luck. It says it's a normal mint, but it has a hint of chocolate about it. Never even heard of that.
What a plant.
Yeah. A mint, like, you know, mint, what you put in your new potatoes.
I hope so, Vanessa.
It says it smells like chocolate when you rub it. It's a bit like lemon balm. When you rub that, it smells of lemon. Yeah.
Sounds suspicious.
Oh dear. Vanessa says, do they grow a mint marijuana plant yet? I don't think so. Not heard of one.
I'll let you know. I'll ask around.
If anybody can find out, Johnny can.
Yeah, Farad's still out there burning up. I cleared the back of the caravan, the old caravan today. So I went through my inventory of wood I've got. I've got enough wood to build the frame. And that new thing I'm building. It all needs stripping back down. It's got all needs
still wants it. Even though it's a plant.
Yeah, but if it tastes like chocolate and gets you stoned, you can't grow.
Oh dear. But yeah, I've never
offering to buy some next buns, but she won't let me.
I've never heard of a chocolate mint plant. Yeah.
Jeanette, I keep offering to spice up your buns, but you won't let me.
You could spice your own up, Johnny, but you ain't spicing mine up.
Thing is, though, the only problem with putting it in buns is when you've eaten the bun and it's got you. Oh, right.
Yeah.
10 minutes later, you're going to want another bun and there won't be one, and you'll be really disappointed. Yeah, I've just said to him, can I leave you to filling up the burner bin now? I threw it all in the hole and then realised, shit, to burn it all, I've got to get it back out the hole.
I've never even heard of that either, Vanessa. A jar of lemon Verdun.
Is that what I think it is?
I don't know.
I think it's a kind of 1 spoon kind of thing and you relax. Oh, my foot.
Never even heard on it. Well, I messaged Tracy today about the brownies tomorrow. Supposed to get tinned cherries to put actually in the brownies, but Chris couldn't get me none. So he got me some more glassy cherries. I'm going to chuck them in. Now I've got a jar of Macerano cherries, but they've got like a juice in it. So I says to Tracy, it says Kirsch, which I've done some research, and it's like a cherry brandy. So I says, well, I'm not putting that in, you know, I'm not putting alcohol in it. I'm just going to put a couple of spoonsful of the juice out of the cherries. Ooh. Now I've heard her a flounder. She says I'm going flounder fishing.
I can't do out until my casters arrive and they won't be able tomorrow. You're staying up till 10 o'clock.
Bria says to the garden centre, I'm getting one for each room. But they smell amazing though. So explain to us, Vanessa, what lemon Verdun is. Yeah. Never even heard of it.
If it just turned out it's normal, never mind.
But I mean, I don't. John is saying that he's got like a lavender patch, and I love the smell of it in summer. And I keep saying I'm going to get some cuttings off it and put them in one of these little things and put it under my pillow. So it's supposed to relax you. And
plants up in one, and they're like a V shape, but you bolt them onto your gates. And they've got lavender plants in them.
Yeah. Well, I keep saying over Barner, dried leaves. Oh. But yeah, I keep saying I'm going to take some cuttings off it, and you can buy these like little like drawstring things, and I'm going to put some in them and like put it under me.
I'm all right for strawberries.
Yeah, we'll be coming to you for strawberries, Johnny. You know,
I had a strawberry yesterday. It looked like it put on lipstick. He's a white rabbit, isn't he? So when he had his little pink lips. Oh dear, my foot. I took my sock off. Oh dear. My mum went, "Oh, right, you're going to help me this week?" This mum, my broken toe's not going to stop me doing stuff.
Did you go to kitchen?
No, because the motorway were knackered this morning. I don't know what happened on there.
Obviously, there must have been some sort of a.
You go down to a roundabout at bottom in, and you got to go back up the hill onto M62 there, and the traffic were backing up past the school all the way. By the time I actually got to the roundabout of the motorway link, it were backing onto the motorway.
So obviously, somebody had gone off on motorway.
She's gone for a kitchen revamp rather than a full.
Yeah, I mean it makes more sense, Johnny.
She showed me all. She's picked a fancy extractor that's electric, and when you press it, it comes out, and then when it finishes, it pushes the stuff.
Ooh. But same as you said yesterday, if she likes layout, then why not just get some new worktops, some new kitchen cupboard doors, and
she ordered herself a big American fridge that does ice cubes and stuff.
Oh, don't tell Johnny that, Tim. Says I need to get rid of all the broken slabs I have in my back garden.
You know something, my back of my caravan's been a mess for so long, right, that I forgot that I flagged out back of it. So when I cleared it all today, Brad helped me and I cleared it all and took it to tip and everything. I've got a stone little path that runs all the way up the back of it. I forgot it were there.
Oh, okay then, Johnny. Enjoy your moussaka.
Johnny.
Is it what?
He's made moussaka.
Oh, I thought it was his name.
Hey up. Chris went live earlier on, and Gordo were telling us about making moussaka, and then they got Chris was saying they played Bristol City tonight. Well, Gordo supports other team. It's like Sheffield; they've got two teams, but Gordo supports Rovers instead of City. So they were on about that, and then all of a sudden, Gordo got on subject about Moussaka. Chris says, "Oh, I didn't know somebody called Moussaka played for Bristol City." And I went, "You daft sod!" I says, "He's on about food."
I've just said that as well. I was it somebody's name.
Yeah, and Chris sat there, and I were peeing my pants. Me, I said, "He's on about the food that is made of moussaka."
You can't find him on players list.
Because they're on about Luton and whatever, and I don't know. And Chris
it's so dark out now. They're using phone lights to look at the barbecue.
He says, "Does Moussaka play for Luton?" When it don't play for anybody because it's a food.
Need to order some more rabbit food. I got this fancy premium stuff with all fruit and stuff in it, and the little bugger loves it, so it's £5 a ton.
It's got expensive taste then, Johnny.
Well, strawberries aren't bloody that. I'm surprised they're not squirting fresh cream through. How many rabbits have a penthouse?
Well, rabbits love fruit, don't they? Anything fruit.
I've started eating dandelions now. They're good for you. Dandelions are really good for you. So as you give them a good wash, you can use stems in like stir fries and stuff. You can use leaves just like a normal salad.
Hi, Joel.
Hello,
Nice to meet
Jeanette,
you. Hello, Joel.
Johnny, and
Hey,
Sleepy,
Joella, how are you?
and everyone in the chat, and Pix upstairs, and Callum as well.
Football.
Football, but they're winning.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah. They're winning 1-0. Or they was.
they? Excellent. Sheffield United, you're the best.
I gotta go with Manchester.
You're
Sorry.
from Manchester, Jay?
Manchester,
Walking around
Connecticut.
with umbrellas?
Oh, right.
That's where I was born and
Manchester.
raised.
Sheffield, Alabama, I guess, if I remember.
I'm
But
from
yeah,
the States.
I just checked and they were winning 1-0.
Excellent. Brilliant. And Saturday, the final.
Quarter-final. Oh, semi-final, sorry. Final. Semi-final.
The 22nd is the semi-final, okay.
Yeah, it's not final. Yeah, there's still
I
1-0.
thought the last step of it.
Yeah, well, I'll probably not get any further because we think Man City is gonna. Yeah.
Oh, they will win. I'm looking for.
Well, put it this way: Sheffield United are second in table, and Bristol City 14th. So, anyway.
Well, you're going to have to use to something else because they put it up to £9. I'm not paying that. Yeah, everything's gone up.
Oh, Jay, you shouldn't have.
Why not? My pleasure.
Wakey, Jay.
My pleasure.
Not time to sleep here.
No, I've been up since last night. I ain't going to bed anytime soon. I'm off tonight.
It's not good that. Well, I didn't sleep well last night, actually.
Thank you.
I'm looking for something.
Well, Rabbit's going on some different food because I'm not paying that.
Playoff. I don't sleep.
No,
We
no,
don't sleep
why
during the
not
hockey playoffs.
now? Not paying £9 at all. He's still got a full one right now, so he's all right for about 2 weeks. Cheeky bugger.
Yeah, that's perfectly understandable, Amjad. But I mean,
I am Jed.
I'll probably not be live streaming till Saturday evening anyway, because they're going to London.
Therefore, will you be live on Saturday if they're away?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, they're not here tonight, but I'm still live. But yeah,
Joel.
you know,
yes.
he's abandoning me all day Saturday, so why not?
What part of France you from?
Paris.
I live in
Are
Paris,
you
but
from Paris? Huh?
I was born in the southwest of France, near Spain.
Oh, okay.
I was born.
Yeah, I was born in Manchester. Okay.
And you, where were you born? In Connecticut?
Yeah, I was born in Manchester, Connecticut. I live in New London, Connecticut now.
But I don't have the accent of the Southwest because when I was young, I wasn't in that town, part of the country. So I know the part of it, but I go on holiday, but I've got no accent. You see, like a southern accent. I've got no accent.
It's like us, like we've got Yorkshire accent, we've got,
I can't talk like that.
London accent, you know what I mean? Every sort of different part has got their own accent.
Sure.
I fully understand, Amjad. You don't have to, you know.
It's part of culture, this having accents.
I should not have taken my sock off. That's all I'm saying. My foot's going.
It will be because you've had your foot, you know.
Oh, dearie me.
Oh, dear you.
You probably have broke something, Johnny.
Hey?
It sounds like you have broke something.
Could be right.
The hunting in Connecticut.
I'll help me stepdad tomorrow, and then my mum will
Connecticut,
cry,
huh?
and I'll have a rest. Probably not, but I will.
You rest in same sentence.
Hazy passed through Connecticut. He told me on his stream earlier that he passed through New Haven.
So
Yep.
why haven't you slept since yesterday? If you can tell
I work
us.
overnight,
Ah, that's the reason why. Okay.
and then I worked my delivery job this morning and
All right.
went to the beach instead.
So there's a real reason here.
I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? I'm sleep deprived as it is. We are sort of, you know what I mean?
Oh yes, and I can get all loopy when
I
I'm
have to
sleep
tell you
deprived,
something
you know.
about, but that won't interest anyone actually. But I started a diet on Friday, and the thing is that yesterday I had a pizza, rosé wine, cheese, prawns, and chocolate, and I
Chocolate.
was sick all night.
Oh dear.
No, but when I say to you sick, I had too much eaten, and this is it. So today, just a soup, and this is it.
That's it. When you're sort of on a diet, you crave food, so you
Well-
tend to overindulge.
Well, diet, it's not a real diet, but I try not to eat less bread. I don't eat pizza, for instance, except yesterday. I was a
Wow.
little depressed, or I don't know why. What? Or the prawns, maybe. Oh, I don't know, but I felt terrible all night.
When you don't eat bread roll out for
Sleepless
ages,
night.
you're
Oh.
indulging like a pizza, a
Sit
thick
up
dough.
here, I don't
But you see, Johnny don't eat potatoes and he don't eat bread. He don't do the carbohydrate
Because
thing.
it's gluten.
Gluten free.
Oh yeah,
No, I'm keto. I don't eat carbs.
Honestly, Joel, before he started, Johnny was like 26 stone.
I went from like 3,000 carbs a day to like 300.
you're looking good now. Very good. No, I'm trying to lose some weight because as I'm going to London on the 16th of May, I want to be not good looking, but I want to be in a good shape because I will be walking. And I bought some
Like,
Yes.
yeah, trainers type of thing.
I'm ready for hiking now.
Why are you coming to Yorkshire?
The thing is, if you're going to be walking a lot, you've got to be comfortable walking.
Oh, sure,
Yeah.
because otherwise your feet are.
Like Johnny's.
But I will be exhausted because I'm not used to walking a lot. But I will try. The thing is that if I see the band, I have to, if they see me, because I told the band where I will be seated. So, so if they see me, I have to be, I'm front row actually, because it's sitting, it's not, I don't know what it will be. They will release a book. And as they will release a book, it's in conversation, and maybe they will ask people to ask questions. I don't know. It's at the Royal Festival Hall, and it's the very first time that I'm going there, and I'm so excited. You can't
Is
imagine how.
it the Def Leppard?
Yeah. And
Oh,
then
you said you were undecided whether or not you were going to go. I
Alex-
thought this.
yes,
Johnny and Joel, all the J's, except me.
But yeah, I know you were a bit undecided because
Sheffield is the week after, actually. Sheffield.
Oh, right, yeah. So
The hotel booked, but the thing is that I can't stand. But I shouldn't say that. But I don't like the Motley Crue band. So the interpretation that will take place at the Royal Festival Hall, it's the South Bank Centre, and I want to see what the place will look like because I've already seen that on internet, and it's great. And I will be front row. Well, not front.
Hey, but that's not always good. That's not always good, Joel.
Mm.
It's not always good.
No, it's not.
Just think,
No, I know.
just think it's all you'll be fine.
But according to what Chris was saying today, you know this thing with Wembley, the tickets and whatever. Apparently, they made a massive cock up because they've released today 5,000 more seats, and they all like at front. Now, where the seats that Chris has got are right in God's. So where's what I want to know is where all of a sudden they've got these 5,000 extra tickets.
And hotel prices next weekend is just insane, crazy how hugely priced, hugely expensive.
You see what it is all hotels in the UK full of dinky divers, so they get paid a lot more money to have them in than they do as normal customers, so they're charging a fortune.
But the thing is, as well, as I said, like last night, Chris's semi-final is Saturday, and Man United and Brighton is Sunday, as well as the London Marathon. But you know, these protesters, they've said that they're going to disrupt the London Marathon. So I don't know what they're sort
It's
of
not rebellion, being dickheads.
Yeah, they haven't said what, but apparently they sort of made a bit of a statement at the Crucible, I think it were.
They'll sellotape themselves to the start line.
And Sheffield on the 22nd, all hotels downtown, all are full on the
I
22nd.
just walk up and taser every fucking one of them and drag them up.
So if I give my room, someone will be really happy, because the thing is that I've got 2 days before to make up my mind, and as I always decide at the last minute in my life.
Yeah, it on news it was showing that they made a bit of a statement at the Crucible at Sheffield, because it's snooker championships, isn't it?
Ah, snooker.
And they climbed on the snooker table and just went like that with all orange powder. But because like in very early stages, basically they have a petition and they have a table one side and a table other. But other protesters didn't get that far. Didn't even get as far as going on table. But yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? To me, I can't see what they're gaining by it, because they're not gaining anything from it. You know what I mean? Gary says they should have got beat with a queue. But yeah, Thurston managed to get on table and it was like all orange powder what they threw in here. But on table other side, they didn't even get as far as climbing onto the table. And security would, you know, dragging them away.
And Sheffield is really dynamic for snooker.
Oh yeah, championships is always there in April.
And what else?
Not a lot else, Joel.
Yes,
But
I'll see you there in a minute, Amjad.
It's a thriving city because we've got 2 universities, you see.
as well.
So there's a lot of students. Okie dokie then, Amjad.
I'll be right over, Amjad.
Oh, where is he
But
going?
yeah, we've got 2 universities, so there's a lot of hustle and bustle in Sheffield because of that fact that there's a.
Also, bus. I like this.
But it's like Chris not go down, because you see our Asda, it's sort of within walking distance a certain how can I put it, student accommodation. So at certain times Chris not go down to our Asda because it's sort of it gets too busy because they sort of all descend on Asda. I don't know whether they all sort of say, come on, let's go to Asda, and they all descend on it. So there's certain times that day Chris not go.
And the parks, the botanical garden, the
Oh
Peace
yeah,
Garden,
Chris
the
is
Shepherd's City Hall. It's gorgeous. It's just
yeah, Chris has done several filming in
over the years.
like yeah. Hey, Part Nest. I had some firemen in my house today.
Oh,
They were too young for me though.
Fireman Sam.
I've got knickers older than what they are. Yeah, they were coming knocking on the door. It with that home safety check. Just to make sure, And he says, we are actually front fire brigade. He says, fire engines down road. I says to Chris, if it hadn't been so far down road, can I have a picture took with the side of your fire engine?
But sometimes you have to pick. Oh, if they had a fire engine, it's
You ring my bell.
Don't pretend to be a firefighter.
But yeah,
Let me think of something there.
they were a bit too young for me. I nearly said to him, is there any older fellas on wagon? And one of them were 8 tall. Must have been about 7 foot. Well, put it this way. They fitted, what's it called again? An extreme heat. A bit like a smoke detector, but it don't detect smoke. It detects extreme heat. It didn't need a step ladder or anything. It was that tall. Yeah, it didn't have to use a step ladder. It was 8 tall and lanky. It got big muscles though.
I can walk up and down the
well shaped, good looking.
Oh yeah. Very chiseled looking face, dark haired, and yeah, it were ripped.
They're such in a good physical condition.
Yeah, I'm going to say they have to be, don't they, to be firemen. And nearly says that I nearly lit a fire just so he could give me a fireman's lift. But I thought, no.
Oh, that didn't work. Picture at some fire brigade, Pew buying the group, Prospect Devil Grub.
Everybody that knows me knows I've got a thing about firemen.
Actually, when they wear a uniform, a stewardess for a man, a nurse.
But they'd only got they hadn't got the full job on. They just got t-shirts and yeah. But anyway,
I'll be back.
Okie dokie then, Jay.
I gotta go visit Katie. I totally forgot. It's past 5 over here.
Yeah,
I will be back to say hi in the comments. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. But yeah, you know what I mean? Put it this way, if I get to 70, just a little bit of a hint, club together and get me, a fireman's stripogram. Tim's here now.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. Got it sorted then.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it sorted. Gonna
No
make the
chipmunks.
restart. Let me sort my camera. No chipmunk.
You ever thought about dressing up as a fireman, Tim?
He's teasing us with his hair.
Yeah.
Crypto there. Or Terry, but I don't know if Terry is in tonight. Bria is teasing Bria.
Well, you see, I thought about that one, Crypto, about setting a fire. This is no word of a lie. We ran about upstairs and it says, well, we've got fire smoke detector, and it says keep all your doors shut. And then it keeps the fire contained.
Yeah, it stops the spread of fire.
Yeah. So anyway, obviously we talked about my mobility problems. Chris says that's no problem. He says I'll just shove her out at window. I went, thank you, dear.
But that's really professional if they do their job like this.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
Well, it went to Chris. He says,
Yeah.
oh, don't worry about that. He says, I'll just shove her out at window. Went, cheers.
Yeah.
You know, it's all out that fella of mine. But I suppose, in a way, it's sort of endearing. Well, we've got them windows that, like, yeah, you can have them on latch, but then you can push them and they open wide. 2 big ones in bedroom. Mind you, I'll be all right trying to squeeze through one of them. But yeah, in a way, it's endearing because he's thinking of me before himself. But yeah, I'll just shove her out at window, he says.
I'll pop back in a little while, Jeanette. I need to poke this fire.
I'll see you in a bit, Johnny.
I'm just saying, don't look at the man, look
See you
at
in
the
a
fucking
bit.
file.
Got to poke it. So I'll
It's
be back.
like Tim said, the first thing he said the other day were, keep an eye on me nuggets. There you go.
Well,
So yeah, Tim's first words after his mouth
sound
with,
check is good. Sound test is fine.
watch me nuggets.
All is good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, that is one of the things that they tell you: keep all your doors shut. It don't, you know, and then it don't matter where the fire originates from because you're containing it.
No.
Well, I'll tell you something. They got on about me mobility scooter, and you know, because it's in passage. People have got to be able to. And I says, well, don't worry about me. I can get out. I says, there's nowhere else to put it. He says, oh, I understand that. And then he got on about charging it. I says, well, look, you charge it, you run battery down, and then when you need to use it again, you put it on charge. It only takes about an hour, and it's fully charged. And he says, oh, you know, you seem to know what. And I nearly says to him, you know, you're still what behind ears. I've got knickers older than what you are, and you're trying to tell me, you know, fire safety. I know it's your job, but yeah, I do know. I do know these things. And I says, well, look at it another way. I says, we're in a cost of living crisis. I says, so it's not going to be left on charge any longer than it needs to be. Because you're basically using electric.
Yeah.
Says, oh, well, yeah, you know, you're right there. And I went, I know I'm right. You know, you're not going to sort of leave something on charge if it don't need to be on charge. And it's the same with phones. As soon as his phones is charged up, or my laptop, for instance, as soon as it's charged, that's it. It's unplugged. Even his toothbrushes. Hey, frozen, Tim.
Are they winning Sheffield or?
Oh, they were. They're not long before they
Because we
back.
didn't hear the boys upstairs. Let's see.
See what Bill, Bob, and Colin have to say.
Full time, 1-0.
1-0
Yeah,
for Sheffield.
yes.
Well, that's good enough.
That's it. You've only got to win the next 2 matches and they're automatically promoted.
No, Chris will be buzzing.
Aye. But I don't think he's
3 points is 3
particularly bothered
points.
about Wembley. It's just the experience of going to Wembley, blah, blah, blah. You know how much they're charging for parking actually at Wembley Stadium?
Ah,
£40.
wow.
That's
It's
for
a
actual
business.
parking at Wembley. Because Chris looked into it and he said, £40?
Won't a park and ride be cheaper?
Well, yeah. But you know what we're talking about
Park up at
last night?
Stratford Service and get tube down.
About cleaning your teeth. Invest in a electric toothbrush. They've got like round rotary heads and they're getting all your nooks and crannies.
Yeah,
I've got
yeah,
to tell
yeah,
you that
yeah.
last night.
Good.
We'll have him smiling with pearly whites before long, don't you worry. You know what I mean? When you're gonna have to put a pair of sunglasses on when Tim smiles in future.
What are you eating, Parkness?
All the way from Aldi.
Ooh. But I even told him about my YouTube and asked as a bake as well. But there you go.
Maybe you'll pick up some subscribers, Jimmy.
I doubt it. I don't think they'll bother. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Good now I finally managed to cut my grass.
Yeah.
Taken long enough.
Oh,
Oh, it's been gorgeous today, hasn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, I cut my own grass, my neighbour's grass. I've been cutting
yeah,
grass all day.
definitely.
Yeah.
Have you been out with mower then, Tim?
I done one, and that was it.
Oh.
What type of cutting grass do you have today then?
Yes, yes.
And I don't get paid
Yeah,
for it.
but-
Well, I might actually get
Yeah,
paid.
that's the
I
thing.
don't know yet.
You don't get
Hi,
paid for it.
John lad.
I might
This
do.
is
Oh,
the Ovis Sniffers Club. Well, normally I'd be baking
Oh, John
tonight,
lad.
you see, John lad, but lads has gone to match, so yeah, they'll be back soon. Only like a 10-minute walk. You see, say that's what Chris says. Why move car when they can walk down? Only problem is it's all right going down because it's downhill, but it's coming back when you know. It's a bit like that. So yeah, so it's a bit of a struggle coming back, but they're all right going down there.
Because when I visited you, the plan was to go to
Did they
tow
walk or
shop,
did they
but
take the car?
it closed by the time I got there. So I thought, oh, I'll go outdoors. Then realised it's pretty much a penalty kick away from Bramall Lane.
Yeah, it's not far. Hey, took the devil and the show to appear.
Bramall Lane is downtown now. Is 10 minutes away from the
About
rail.
10 minutes walk away.
Ah, there. Okay. Hey,
Oh, does that answer your question?
so
Oh, it's not that cold. You
Yeah,
bloody
front-
softy.
No, there you want to be sat in a wind-tunneled ground. Oh,
Oh, I've knackered my own camera up now. Oh, well, he can't been able to make his mind up. He were in kitchen. He went upstairs. He come back down. So he's been all up shan't tonight.
so they are gonna have a very busy week.
When you're next playing after.
hang on, quiet.
I did it by proxy for you.
No, just for you, especially for you.
Throwing things, telling them about when Feynman were here and they were on
Oh,
about.
she was, I bet they say, we got a YouTube channel. Follow us now, you kids.
Wow. He's super
When you
excited.
take to Feynman, it's all right. I'll out the window.
Guess who scored
Just
tonight?
look at that
Guess who scored tonight? Yes.
Billy.
No. James McAtee.
then. Again.
And that's one at City Players that's on loan. But yeah, it's all out. My husband is, don't worry, I'll shove her out at window.
Yeah.
And then when I'm falling, he's going to run downstairs and lay out floor, so I'll land on him. No, it weren't. It were McAtee. Gary
Yeah.
Ross says McBurney. No,
Oh, James McAtee.
he's one of the players that they've got on loan from Man City.
If it that, throw it out.
Cheers.
That's not
I love
nice.
you. I love you too. Yeah. That's what he said to Fireman Tim when they were on about shutting up, keeping all doors shut and everything. He says, that's all right. He says, I'll just shove her out at window. I've got to get her up there first to window.
Oh.
I like
Yeah.
when he does.
I've got a TikTok to make.
So we're about me.
Ah.
Trying to get me out window.
Chris is.
Biscuit.
I mean, if fire engine weren't parts far down road, I'd have gone down. But yeah, too far for me to walk.
Biscuit, want to stay there.
Wait while Chris gets me wheelchair and you can wheel me down to your fire engine. I think there were 3 crypto, but there were one very tall lad that he didn't even need a step ladder to fit that extreme heat thing to kitchen roof at the ceiling, and then he were only a young lad. He were younger than Scotty, put it that way.
That's young then.
But I think there were a 3rd one, but I didn't see him. Chris said there were one a bit older, but he went back to fire engine. I suppose it's sort of, in case they had a call come in or something.
Pardon me.
Pardon you?
Yeah.
What? Oh.
Yeah, he's got to put up with me all day Saturday. Bria says that's enough to squeeze some bums. Hey, don't worry, Bria. If they'd been close enough, there'd have been some bums squeezed, but no, I didn't get that close.
That's like my bum.
Whether Chris is there or not, he's going to shove me out at window. So I nearly said, "Can I feel your muscles?" Because the very tall one were,
Mm.
What did you want?
You're talking of the fireman?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh.
I'm not talking about Chris.
What?
What?
But yeah, they were too young. Way too young.
What?
They're in their 20s, and they're so proud. Proud. They can be proud. It's not this, but they don't even look at you, huh? They're superheroes. They do their job. They drive
Well,
fast,
this is it.
and they.
Yeah. But I think
You're trying to.
if I'd got to hazard a guess, the one that he sat on that sofa. If I got to hazard a guess, can't hear you, Scotty.
Can't hear me.
We
No,
don't
you
call
couldn't.
you, Scotty.
Sort of like keeps speeding up.
Speedy.
Yeah, it's glitching out again. I don't know what's wrong with this stupid computer.
Yeah.
Computer technology.
Yeah.
It's sort of you're right, and then all of a sudden you sort of going.
Yeah.
Sam,
See
Because
if
you
that
haven't got
fixes
the
it.
power.
Mine keeps freezing.
I got the power.
On a good note, the young one that sat there were a Blades fan, so yeah, that's sort of plus side as well. The young one were a Blades fan,
Blades.
so that's sort of plus side to it. We're a bit young though. I'd say they're sort of more suited to crypto and whatever, because I said something about my age, because he says, "Oh, what age brackets are you in?" That rate. So there were one something 49 to 55. I says, "Well, that's him," and I says, "But I'm in higher bracket." So he sort of looked at me and I says, "I'm 61 this year." So they never said no, and I went, "You're supposed to say you don't look 60. Just made them laugh. But Only thing is, Crypto, if I were to go to the fire station and slide down pole, I'd probably get stuck in hole. You know that thing where they slide through an hole, don't they, when they slide down pole? I says, no, in my luck, I'd probably get stuck in hole. But anyway, there you go. Anyway, I was saying about Chris's live stream this afternoon. I still can't stop laughing at it.
Oh, he did a
Who's
live
Chris?
this afternoon.
He only did about 30 minutes because he was trying out. It can actually use his phone as a webcam, right?
Yeah, I've done that before.
Well, I don't know what were it called, Park Nest?
Oh, I can't remember.
Baby, what was that app you were using?
So that was a test.
Anycam.
It
That's
was
it,
a test.
Anycam.
So it were a test, basically, to see if he could use his phone as a webcam. And Gordo were on about he'd made Move Soccer and everything, and then they got on about football, and they were on about Luton, and yeah. So then Gordo got on about Move Soccer, and Chris says,
Who's he playing for?
Does he play for Luton? I've not heard of him. I went, you daft sod. I says he's on about Move Soccer. I don't want your cold hands on me. But yeah, I could start. I nearly peed my pants, me.
Moves to what?
So I says, well, there's no wonder you've never heard on him because he's not a football player. I says, it's a food. You daft sod.
Oh, yeah.
Move Soccer.
Because you're a player.
I've not heard of him. Who does he play for?
Number 10 striker.
Yeah.
To be fair, it does sound like a football player.
Well, that's what Chris said. He says there's that many different players coming in from all different countries.
Exactly.
It does sound like a football
When
player.
the lights are going up, we're signing lasagna. Ravioli.
All right. Yeah, good luck with that one then. Did you hear that? He says when we go up, he says we're going to sign lasagna and ravioli.
Ravioli.
Pepperoni.
If Casey was in, she's Italian, origin Italian.
But yeah. Oh
The
dear.
Italian language is really sexy.
Well, that's what I like to be saying.
I knew somebody had the surname of Mastronardi. Says that sounds like an exotic Italian sports car.
Yeah. I like Move Soccer.
Yeah.
Who does he play for, by the way?
The Mastronardi 500 LP.
That was an Atari 1.6, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll never let him live that one down. Who does he play for, Move Soccer?
Soccer FC.
I mean, probably there is somebody called Move Soccer out there, but yeah, not heard of him. So how's the car racing going then, Scotty?
Yeah, it's doing all right. Try it on this one. I don't know if I'll be lagging out again or not.
Have you used the long wheelbase one yet?
Yeah, I've used that twice now. I had to do some massive repairs on it on the last one. Last race.
It's like AZ, he does a car race. Really, wow, impressive.
It's like, you mean the
I mean,
go-kart?
karting, I don't know how you call that. It's
It's
indoor.
go-karting, yeah.
It's well, it can be outdoors, but you
Yeah.
should tell us if he comes on panel.
They were on last night, Joel.
Yes, he was.
I've got
True.
to go back to the standard wheelbase for this Saturday.
Oh, so you say you're not impressed by it then?
It works better than the long wheelbase, if anything, but I've just had to do quite a lot of repairs to it because both times things are broken on it.
Oh dear.
First time I used it,
Was that on its maiden voyage then?
Yeah, the first time on the maiden voyage of it, what was it? Broke. The servo melted. The steering servo melted on it, and then last race that I did, so 2 Saturdays ago now, I had the speed board resistor came off. What else broke on it? I had a steering arm snap on it.
Well,
So that was fun.
don't bode well for it being a brand new.
Well, it's second hand.
Oh, I
It
thought
is a
it was brand
second-hand
new.
one. No, it's not brand new. No, it's second hand. But these things, it happens. I know why I don't know why the servo melted the previous time. The shell was slightly dragging on the back, so it's probably putting too much pressure onto it, and possibly the resistor was starting to come off then. Because with the resistors, if they're not on there, it overheats, and that's why things melt.
So it sort of had a bit of a bump and dislodged it, and one thing.
Yeah, it's only soldered on. It's only two
one
small
thing
blocks
caused
of solder.
another. Yeah.
Yeah. But standard wheelbase is back up and running now. I got that one repaired last time I was there. Because, well, I thought I figured out what was up with it. So I went and did the repairs, but it still wasn't functioning as it should. Turns out I had a loose wire on the motor. My terrible job of trying to put the bullet connectors on, and it didn't work.
Let us into it secret then, Tim, because you're rubbing your hands, and he gets excited when he does that. Liar, liar, that's on fire. I know you.
He needs a fireman.
Well, I should know you by now. When you're excited, that's when you go like that. He's excited about something. It's whoever he's talking to on phone.
I'll be the next thing.
But yeah, we know Tim by now.
Yeah. I'll go get the car. Hang on.
Been tight-lipped about it.
Yesterday, when I was in chat with Wakeeby, he was gaming, and suddenly a team arrived. We just by his voice, he said I could recognize his voice out of a million.
Yeah.
He said hello to everybody, and
I've got a question for Tim, right?
We know one another.
What was that noise when I said it sounds like you're whacking somebody with a wet fish? What was it actually? Sounded like it was.
That was bro. That was bro doing something.
Oh.
That was bro doing something. I don't know what, but
I don't know what it was, but it sounded like somebody was being hit by a wet, slippery fish.
Wet fish, yeah.
So
is that the long based one?
No, this is the short one. I've had to replace the motor. What else did I have to do? Is that it? I think it was the motor, which was the issue. So that's been replaced. New pinion.
Oh, nice.
Gear on it. And all that. Rewired.
All set to go.
And then this is the long wheelbase. Yeah. There you go. So that gold thing there is the resistor.
Yeah.
So that's an upgraded resistor compared to the old ones, which the other ones, they cost like 50p. They're dirt cheap and they just come off. And then I've had to replace one of these steering arms. That's so we can get
yeah. To connect your wheels together.
Within there somewhere. Basically, where that bit there is, just above my finger, that snapped.
Oh,
so that was useful. But yeah, the next shell is actually my Triumph shell.
I suppose whether it's long or short based, inside workings is more or less the same.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. It's just longer or shorter.
Yeah. But yeah, I kept saying, "What's that noise? It sounds like somebody being slapped with a fish."
That's the next show to be ran
Ooh,
because we are
Nice.
on the
Yeah,
British
I
beef
don't-
race this Saturday. I've got to just do the holes and paint it up, basically.
pardon you.
Pardon you.
Somewhere I have got part of it. It's part of the previous show. Somewhere else is the rest of it, and it's got to be down here somewhere. Probably that
Yeah.
way. Where is it? Oh, that's useful. I'm going to have to search for that. So I need that because that's got my number on the top of it. But yeah, that didn't survive very long. That did 2 races.
So a question for Joelle. As all these strikes and whatever going in Paris, is it still ongoing?
Yes. And plus, when you want to fill up your car, either you have to queue, line up, or as soon as you arrive, there's no more gas, or it's hugely expensive.
Yeah.
So everyone is tense because I'm
And
getting bored of this country sometimes.
Are they still the bin men? Are they still on strike? Because it was showing
Everyone is on
pictures
strike.
littered with rubbish.
Litter with rubbish. So they stopped, but after 3 weeks, we got rats.
Oh dear.
I couldn't even go
dear.
and take my car because I was just scared of meeting a
Rat,
rat.
rat jumping out on you.
So therefore, and it started. I live on the 7th floor, so it's okay. But people living ground floor or first floor or even second, it started to stink, huh? Because
Yeah.
when you've got tons of garbage, and that's how you see how much garbage we
Accumulate.
yes, accumulate. It's the same verb in French actually. It's accumulate.
What you got in your hand, Paul?
Mountains of
Oh. But that's the thing.
Paris for the Olympic Games. See, it's not exactly what you need to see. Huh?
That's it.
Well,
But
Yeah.
that's the thing.
an image
It
gives
like
the
has a
world.
knock-on effect. Bin men are on strike, so rubbish is piling up, and that in turn will cause rats. Hey, oh.
But rats and hey, Richard,
How are we doing?
rats and pigeons that are eating. So
Richard,
the pigeons were fat, getting fat because of too much
knock
eating.
back, Amjad.
Welcome back, Amjad.
Welcome back. Well, he's in bed, snuggled in bed.
No, we've been over to Katie's, so yeah. But yeah.
The thing is that when I'm on panel, I can't type with my computer. I don't know why. I can read, but I can't type. But it must be something that I don't know how to use.
Yeah, all I do, Joelle, is I open 2 different tabs.
I should be doing
So you
this.
open a different tab on the YouTube side.
See if you go to the top of the chat and the YouTube side, you go to the 3 dots at the top.
Pop out chat.
Click on the 3 dots and then it'll say pop out chat. One of them will say pop out chat.
All right.
Just face it, sort of like.
Look at Tim
moving it
with his technical support.
I know.
I missed out on a steam train on Saturday.
The thing, the technology.
What, an
it's on
actual
there.
steam train.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was now. I'll just double check in a second.
Well,
Once I've
it's
got
the
this tape
medium.
off this shell, which is fighting me right now. I stuck the tape on a bit too good. It won't come off.
Quite a few this weekend, steam trains about.
Yeah. It was
What's
doing
the weather
a
like in
tour down to
England, in UK?
Not been nice today. It's been
It has,
warm
it's
all
been
day.
nice. It's been nice.
Forecast is nice all
But,
week.
yeah, it's yeah.
Even
But
for
obviously, temperature drops at night time, so it's been nice. It's been sunny. Certain times it's been a little bit overcast.
it's like
But yeah, it's
changing
been
concept.
warmish.
Cold, warm. But we'll soon have better days. So
Well, we hope so.
just the feeling of having better days. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a theory.
Come on. Hold up.
But yeah, you know, it's sort of like. But when you think about it, sort of we're nearly halfway through year, and by now it's normally getting warm.
Yeah.
But the weather forecasts tell you that it's average temperatures for this time of year.
Yeah.
But you see, here in the UK,
Yeah.
you know, like people that have got caravans and, you know, like static caravans, they open them up in March, mainly the Easter holidays.
like Park Nest and Johnny.
Well, Johnny's got his part outside his
Yeah.
house.
No, it's a tour.
But yours is not static, is it, Partners?
No, it's a tour.
A Tura. I
Can't
like
afford a
it.
static, it costs a fortune.
Tura.
It was a LMS Black 5 that came through.
All right.
And I missed it because I had a memorial service to go to instead. I had a memorial service I
Yeah,
had to be at.
when we went to a place called Wiley, not last year, year before, where Partners takes his caravan, it's just down the road from the
Yeah.
Thornwick Bay.
Where is it?
But,
Oh, yeah, it's doing a proper
Well,
tour.
so nowhere near Primrose Valley then.
Today it went up
It's in
to
between.
Edinburgh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Primrose Valley used to be Butlins of Filey.
Well, yeah, well, where we were
Yeah.
at Primrose Valley were next door. They were a cottage, but it wasn't like how can I put it, like a bit of an estate, but they were all cottages. Gorgeous cottage.
All right.
Oh, no, I've forgotten what it's called. I passed it at weekend.
Oh, yeah, I forgot what it's called now. But yeah, there's no caravans or anything on there, on the one that we stayed on. But it's right, Primrose Valley is right next door. And yeah, it does say formerly Butlins at
Do you
Filey.
still have the car, the Fiat one?
The abandoned one outside?
The one which is left.
No,
The
that
bay.
was that
It's
2
the bay.
years ago. It just disappeared.
It
Chris
disappeared.
went out walking biscuit one
Vanished.
morning, it was
Yeah,
there.
is it the bay? Finally, that's what it's called, the bay.
Ah, that's the one, the bay.
Vanished.
It took Biscuit for a walk one morning and it was there. And when it came back, it had gone. So, same as we said, you know,
Spirited di Punto.
yeah, that couldn't get stuck where it's gone.
No, I haven't got it before anyone asks.
No.
I ain't got it.
No, but it's sort of like one of these mysteries. One minute it's there, and next minute it's gone.
And
Couldn't tell you.
You don't give a
Well,
Donald
no,
Duck.
no, don't give them monkeys. It's gone. That's all we bothered about. It's somebody else's problem now, probably Joel.
Yeah, well, MOT's run out, so it's not all road legal.
We had it long enough, so you know, good riddance and all that. You know what I mean? I couldn't get stuff. Who's got it now? It was
Looks like David Lane got the finger out.
about 3 months, I think it really, weren't it, Partners?
Oh, long enough.
It was really a long time. And sort of as quickly as it appeared, it had gone.
It just went poof. Yeah, disappeared.
Yeah, it was so strange. I looked at it and I went, "Oh, that car's gone." And Chris says, "Well, to be honest with you, he's got that used to seeing it. He didn't even notice it had gone. says, well, I can tell you something. He says, it was there when I took Biscuit out. He says, so, you know, from me taking Biscuit, somebody's been and picked it up. Oh, God. Their problem now, not ours.
Yeah.
That rail tour you're on about, Scotty's going all over it, sure.
Yeah, it is.
Bloody hell, I've just got a list
Yeah.
up here. It's going everywhere.
Yeah, the Blackpool.
Got
Yeah,
a radio
it's going.
show.
It's up in Scotland at the moment. It's coming down to it's going
Blackpool.
Friday. It's
Blackpool.
Blackpool to Scarborough.
Blackpool to Scarborough, that's a trek.
That is.
I am glad I've got my lights too. Huh?
Uh,
As good as yours, but
Oh.
But it
the,
doesn't look
the
like
thing
it's
is,
actually the Black
the
Five.
thing is, Crypto, it sort of started to become one of pictures and fittings. And then, some as I say, Chris didn't even notice it gone. So, yeah, you know, if it's abandoned or somewhere else, yeah, not my
I've found,
problem. Not
I found King's Lynn.
so. If you was, let's say, to go and see it, Richard, which would be closest for you?
Which one's that for?
That train.
Oh, it comes right through where I am. It comes literally within half a mile of me.
it's the Sherry train station. Cherry?
It does go through Cherry Tree, yeah, but it also goes
Sherry,
through.
Sherry.
It goes through Rishton, which is literally 5 minutes from me.
Crypto
There you
says
go.
you missed it now. Yeah, like a whole in head.
It's 11 minutes past 11 on Friday morning. It comes through here.
Romantic.
You don't work Friday, do you?
No, I try not to.
It's good if you've got a long weekend.
I try not
Well,
to.
you know, we all know where Richard will be going on Friday then.
If I'm not at work, I'll be going and having a look at that. I'll be going to Cherry Tree.
Yeah. Sherry,
Sherry.
Chérie,
Cherry Tree.
mon chéri, ma chérie.
Pardon me.
You've got to have the right pronunciation, Richard.
In France, I guess
Sherry.
everywhere you go, but I think that I always said that some days ago. In France, men or ladies, when they have lovers, when they are married and they have a lover, just in case not to be mistaken, you call everyone Sherry. So Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. And I had boyfriends calling me Sherry all the time. And it got on my nerves because Sherry, if they don't know, if they don't want to confound the name of the lover and the name of the official one.
Yeah.
You see,
If
Sherry,
you call them
Sherry.
all Sherry, then they're not going to get caught out then, are they?
I think I'm going to move to France. That's easy enough.
It's a silly name, actually, Sherry. Sherry.
If they've got an oversubscription of lovers, I can take one off their hands.
And some will call you Ducky, Kitten, like
Kitten, do I look like a cat?
In this country, we call Makita. That's like power tools.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
Well, here in UK, it's either rear indoors, ball and chain, other half.
Trouble with five.
We
Or
don't
Duchess
have
of Five.
such posh names like Cherie.
Yeah, I've never called anybody Cherie before. That must be where I'm going
The
wrong.
thing is that Sherry all the time.
Chris often refers to me as our lass.
It's fake. It's not
I'll go in
sincere.
pub saying that and they'll say, sorry, we've only got port.
Zero taxi now. I accept.
You see, that's predominantly Yorkshire, our lass. But
Otherwise, you say what? Sweetheart, honey.
I can never understand why they
Babes.
call
Huh?
the older brother our kid when he's older. You know what I mean? They always say our kid. It's our kid. And in
What?
Preston,
Me and Chris
Baby
always,
cake, but I'm not sure what
referring
that
to, when I say, "Oh, baby, just do me this," I call him baby.
you go to Preston, the husbands call their wives our peg. What's that mean? Our peg.
I don't know.
They say, they'll answer the phone and say,
What?
"Oh, our peg's on phone." They'll call in Preston. They all call their wives our peg. What the hell's that about?
Well, Peggy, like Peggy.
I'm not idea.
But not everybody in Preston's called Peggy, have they?
No, they just
Peggy,
say, "Oh, our peg's on
Kermit,
phone." I think it's
Kermit's,
who's on phone. Our peg, because I
fiancé.
used to work with a few.
It's basically a UK, like Joel says, a term of endearment. You know what I mean? Like our lass.
Yeah, it's weird how places have names for things that are weird, like weird.
Have you got
My
a
dad always
Janet,
used
a
to say,
nickname?
"Stick top
Or
eight
what
slam
nice
on, will you?"
nickname?
What? And that was big lights. You used to call it. My mum called it
What's
big
the tick?
lights, and he used to call it top eight slam. Why would he say that?
Have you got nickname?
Gary says maybe they've all got peg legs. So yeah, tell us your nicknames. I ain't got one.
Mine is
Not me
Jojo.
neither.
Jojo.
Jojo.
Not very sexy, hein, Jojo. It's like Jojo,
Oh,
the
George.
truck
Jojo.
driver.
You see, Chris is hiya, John.
Hi, John.
Yeah, that's Chris's middle name. But where the nickname Pixie derived from is his ears.
Ah,
When they were in school, he's got pixie ears,
Ah,
and that's where he gets Pixie from.
okay.
He's been, they nicknamed him Pixie in school. So
So,
it's sort
Scotty, have you got a sweet little name?
Scotty is literally my
Scotty.
nickname.
No,
My
I
name
think what Joel's trying to say is like when your mum talks to you, or has your mum got like a nickname
Or your
that she put?
sweetheart. That can be your sweetheart talking to you.
Let's not get on to the short name for Richard.
Dick.
I love it when this subject comes up. I think, oh my God, get ready when it's my turn.
we always knew when
How the hell could
we always knew when we was in.
I do not know, but
That's that old joke, isn't it? Does your wife call you Richard, or does she
We
prefer
always knew
Dick?
when we was in
well,
trouble.
there's a lot at
We got a
work.
full name.
Oh, King
Oh, yeah.
Richard. You're my
There's a lot
king.
at work. Every time somebody comes in and needs a delivery note,
Like
signed,
AZ,
he always
we could
types up,
say the
his
Prince of
name's Richard,
Wales.
but he prefers Dick.
AZ, the Prince of Wales.
He says it every single time. Every time.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I ain't got no nicknames. Call me all
No
sorts of
nickname?
all like, you know what I mean. But I ain't got a nickname.
Like Jaja, no.
Oh, pardon.
You see,
Timmy.
why my mother gave me such a long name, Jeanette. You know what I mean.
By the burp.
Yeah, it can't exactly shorten, Scott. We can only extend it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I've sort of people. You can spell it. There's a lot of different variations of the spelling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've got, like gin and tonic. You can spell that Jeanette. You can spell
Gin and tonic.
Janet.
Sorry, Jeanette.
Oh.
You don't have to be sorry, Tim. There's a lot.
Chocky Carol.
I'm
Always
a
forgiven.
Jeanette, not a Janet or a Jeanette. You know what I mean? I'm a Jeanette. I tell you what, my friends, when the kids were small, because Jeanette were a mouthful, they used to call me Auntie Nettie. So yeah, I mean, they have shortened it because they were young and it's a mouthful, is Jeanette, for a 2-3 year old kid. So they used to call me Nettie.
It was, I think there was a steam train coming over your way, I think, Jeanette, on Saturday. It's Tilsley near you. Is it near Sheffield? Tilsley.
Tinsley.
Tilsley. T-Y.
Tilsley.
Tinsley
maybe.
near Leeds.
Is Tilsley near us?
T-Y-S-E-L-E-Y.
That's over by Manchester, isn't it?
I'm going to say Chris says only one. The one near us is Tinsley because there's a Tinsley
Sort of-
viaduct. There's a big viaduct.
Oh yeah, that's M1. M1 junction.
That's near
They call it
Meadowhall.
M1.
Have a look.
It's coming through here again. There's a hell of a lot this weekend, actually.
You'll be spoilt for choice, Richard.
And I've never seen that one before. It's called Clun Castle. I've never seen that ever. But it's going to Tilsley, and I thought that were over Sheffield way, but I might be getting mixed up with
Probably
Tinsley.
nearer you, Richard.
Is it Tilsley?
I don't know where.
Right, I'm going to show you. This is Tinsley viaduct. Them things has gone now, aren't they, baby?
Ah, these are
Goodness.
around Sheffield.
Are they gone?
Don't forget big tall things.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
near Manchester.
Them cooling towers.
This is here.
They've gone now. They've been demolished. The
How do you spell that, Tisley? T-I-S.
what we're on about? This one I've just shown you.
Birmingham.
Tisley. Okay.
Tinsley there.
Chimneys.
It's in the chat,
That's
Joel.
Tinsley, Gary.
It's in the chat.
But yeah,
Tinsley.
it's a
That's Tilsley.
Tinsley. They're a family in Corrie. That's Tilsley. This what I've just shown you. It's near Meadowhall and the there's a slip road that takes you onto M1.
I just found it on Google Maps. It's Birmingham. T-Y-S-E-L-E-Y. It's part of Birmingham, I think.
Fatima has disappeared.
Now we're getting mixed up with Tinsley, I think.
Yeah, if you're talking about Tinsley, that is it's like 10 minutes down the road. That's near Meadowhall. And it's sort of a bit like Spaghetti Junction, you know, you're going under and round and yeah.
Because there's a massive railway place in Nottingham where you used to live. A huge one there. I can't think what it's called.
Crich.
Oh, you go, it's on that
That's
road.
Tramway Museum. No, was it Tram?
Yeah, Tramway Museum.
Tramway Museum.
Right.
You go that road called Brian Clough Way, a big road, and it's massive on your right hand side. It stretches as far as the eye can see. It's huge. And I can't think what it's called.
And what is it?
It's like a big depot. It's huge. You can see it on Google Earth. You know what I mean? It shows up like hell. It's in Nottingham. You can see it off the bridge on Brian Clough Way.
Beeston, Nottingham.
Right. Because I used to go to a boots centre, and that's when I used to see it. I can't think what it's called. That's presuming it has a name, but they usually do.
It is in Beeston. It's Beeston, Sandiacre, Stapleford, and Risley.
Beeston, yeah, that's it.
Risley.
Risley. I don't know how you pronounce it.
I said Risley.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to go to the boots centre in Beeston. Big boots. I don't know what that depot's called.
DB Cargo UK.
Yeah, I'm trying to find Brian Clough Way in Birmingham, Nottingham.
Looks like a brick railway good yard. Yeah.
So I'm trying to find it.
Tim's in the dungeon.
But yeah, Tim's in dungeon.
Taunton, that's the one. DB
Yeah,
Cargo,
that's what I just
Taunton.
found. Yeah.
D what? What's it called again?
DB
Well, it says,
Cargo.
yeah, that's what it is now, but it used when I Taunton, that's the name I was trying to think
Pardon
of.
me.
Because it's a massive place.
Oh,
Yeah, I can remember going over that bridge and seeing it.
I found the link.
Ultramail. Ultramail.co.uk. Look at that.
Called Toten Sidings.
Yeah, bloody big sidings. My God. Yeah, DB Cargo. Yeah, there. Toten Balance there. It's a bloody wash with steam trains this weekend. I can't believe how many there is about.
Very busy.
There is. There's a few on Friday. There's one on Friday, and there's two or three on Saturday. Tornado's one of them.
Tornadoes.
I've sent you that link on
Tornado came through
Wikipedia to that
You were there.
Toten.
that's the newest. That's the newest steam engine built. It was completed in 2008.
Yeah, it's it was
Peppercorn class.
A peppercorn.
Yeah, with peppercorn class.
Tim's in and out.
A modern steam engine, if you will.
Exactly. Yeah. The mod.
Well, it will be a forest brownies.
A what?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow's baking with Janet will be brownies, sherry.
Sherry again.
Sherry. Yeah.
Black Forest.
But you see, since I've printed this art, I went to the website and it's slightly different recipe.
It's
The only thing that's different, it says for decoration 12 glacé cherries and dark chocolate melted, and you drizzle them. But on the newer version, it says cherry jam. So, but we're sticking with this one.
Good.
So yeah, and I took a picture at recipe and I've sent it to Tracy. So yeah, so we're both on the same page, let's say. But since I printed that off, they sort of slightly tweaked the recipe. So yeah, they in the recipe. Yeah, it's exactly the same for the brownie mix, and it's just decoration bit that they've changed slightly. With this one, you drizzle some chocolate on top and then put some glassy cherries on top. Well, with the newer version, basically, before you bake it, you put some cherry jam and you sort of like swirl it in. You know what I mean? But yeah, so
anyhow, it's yum.
We stick with the old one that I printed off. So,
have you been out videoing today by any chance, Joelle?
Huh?
Have you been out videoing again today?
No. The thing is that I don't have the equipment which is good for filming like you do, Richard, or like everyone else does. Park Nest, AZ is well equipped, Scotty, Tim, and Pix.
Hey, that could sound rude on a certain level.
Not well equipped.
She said we're all well equipped.
Well organized.
Everyone we having decent tackle.
You speak for yourself, Richard.
Speak for yourself.
I still can't believe nobody's showing that camera I put on Facebook. I'm amazed. Bloody hell. No takers at all.
But yeah, I mean, we were talking afterwards. There's no wonder because Richard got shot of the latest GoPro.
Yeah.
And he says within 4 hours of throwing it up,
with 2 hours.
And Gordo has
the guy who
also
come for it was an RAF display something parachutist, and he was actually going up Cumbria to do some jumps when he came and collected it. You know, and he says he collects GoPros just purely the more he has around him, the better of a video he can make. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He already
yeah.
had loads of them.
Well, I've ended up with 3 GoPros.
I just didn't use it. Or else if I'd have used it, if I could have used it, I would have done. But it just, I try all different cameras, and I always revert back to my Sony camera. I prefer that the best. You know what I mean?
I
Don't
have
know
to
why.
buy a camera.
And it's an old camera
Sony
as
is
well,
good
but it's
brand,
still
it's
miles
good.
better than today's stuff.
Me, same as we were saying to Richard last night. People, I mean, you put things on Marketplace, and yet they expect you to give them away.
Yeah.
Or at rock bottom prices.
Well, the camera I use is a Sony. It's called a Sony AX53, and the guy in Huddersfield was selling it on Marketplace, and it was up for 150 quid. I couldn't believe it. I thought,
Wow.
and I got in my car and drove straight there. It's about 3 years ago. I said, I'll have it. I'll be with you in an hour. Because I knew in Curry's they're about 600-700 quid, and there's still 500 now in Curry's.
Yeah, I'm just,
You know.
I'm just looking here.
Sony AX53, and he put it on for 150, and it's 3 years ago now.
That's it.
Clearly didn't know the value of it.
No, he didn't. And I was
Still
straight to
seeing
his house.
4K.
I was there within an hour or so, and I gave him 50 a month. And
Amazon sell them for 700 quid. Well, just short.
Bit like Richard says, like he's put it on and not had no interest at all.
you know,
And that same as I was saying last night, just got some hiking boots, and the brand new, never wore them because when he tried them on, they were pinching, and he paid about 40-50 quid for them, and he's put them on Amazon Marketplace for 20 quid. Not had a sniff at all. They want you to give them away, and they're brand new, nothing, never been worn.
yeah, it's weird. Something surprised me, you know. But
You know, you at 20 quid, you've got a bargain there for a pair of hiking boots, and they're proper hiking boots. But you see, when Chris ordered them off Amazon, he tried them on, and they were pinching his feet, and he says, "Well, these is no good as hiking boots to me, because you've got to feel comfortable in a pair of hiking boots, not something that's pinching your feet all the while." Pardon you.
This is the longest
That was
word I've
very
ever heard.
much in the red on the thermometer, I think.
yeah, it's weird. It's a strange one. Is that Marketplace? I can't weigh it up.
But he has had 1 or 2 inquiries. Can you send me some more pictures?
Welcome back, Amjad.
It's still got. I mean, it took pictures of the soles to prove that it's never been worn.
And then you get the arseholes who say, "Oh, I will send a courier to pick it up. I will give you more than you want," and all this rubbish. And
No,
you think, well,
don't fall for that one, guys.
No.
No.
Of course you do. You always buy
Christmas one of the years, you come and collect it from my house and you give me cash in my hand. Otherwise, you're not getting nothing.
Yeah.
So
That's it. It's weird.
when Chris has ever sold anything, it's cash in hand or you don't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, so a lot of these bank transfers, it can show in your bank that it's been paid, but as soon as they leave, they can withdraw that bank transfer. So you've ended up with nothing.
I don't think they're quite reversible.
No, you can do it, but it's only in extreme circumstances, and it's not instant. It takes a long time to do, and you've got to prove that you're right and all that business.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do.
It's not like PayPal.
No.
Have you had your Musaki yet, Gordo?
PayPal's horrendous for people who are selling. They just go with a buyer all the time. They side with a buyer.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot
Except for non-payers.
genuine people out there, but then you've got. Well, put it this way. Yeah, this is like a typical. There was this lad on Marketplace. You know when we were having a shortage of toilet rolls during the pandemic. This, Bright Spark. He was only a young lad, teenager. £10 for a bog roll.
Yeah.
So Chris messaged him and says, "Is this still available?" So I messaged him back and he says, "Yeah." So Chris says, "There's no wonder it's 10 frigging quid for a bog roll." But yeah,
That's why it was still available.
so yeah, and
You
he
want that,
says,
Desperate?
"Is it still available?" Yeah, he says, "There's no wonder it's 10 quid for one bog roll."
I had a chap buy a phone off me off eBay a good few years ago, and it was a really expensive phone, and he was in Spain. And he bought it, he paid by PayPal, he received it, and then he decided to tell PayPal that he'd not received it.
20 minutes ago.
And they tried taking the money back off me. Well, I'd already drawn it out the bank, so they couldn't. And he even put it up for sale on his own eBay thing and used my photos that I'd originally used to sell it in with. But yet he claimed to PayPal that he'd never received it.
Oh, scammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tried taking money. They sent me an email, and I went and drew money straight out and beat them to it. I thought you can get
I
lost.
had that this year with one of the mowers. Someone messaged me saying, if I pay for courier and all that, I was like, no, bye-bye.
So I don't bother with
nope, jog on.
PayPal or eBay or any of that. I mean, they rip me off to start with. You sell a car on eBay and see how much they take the commission. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I think PayPal takes about 9%, and then eBay stuff you for $1.
In fact, I responded back to a person. If you're going to
See, the worst one is we buy any car
beforehand.
Yeah,
Idiot.
we buy any car. They are piss takers.
We scrap any
That's
car.
something that's really new. They take the mickey.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. I mean, when Chris told that tale about that guy's best friend had sold his camper van while they were on holiday.
My brother.
I can buy it off him if he ain't got paperwork in his name.
Yeah.
You know, it's sort of one of them where you're scratching your head. He'd sold it to We Buy Any van or whatever. They'd sold it to a dealer, and this guy had bought it off this dealer.
Yeah.
So how come he was able to sell it to WeBuyAnyVan.com in first place?
They only give you right money to We Buy Any Car. You're taking something that's really new, you know, less than 2 years old, and they're not so bad. But anything other than that, they give you a quote online, and when you get there, they try and knock loads off you.
Is that mine?
The tossers.
I've got to pay for an advert somehow. He was paying Philip Schofield and all others.
I know,
for a long time, partner.
That nonsense.
It's like some dancing chick and a dancing granddad, and yeah. He had the Philip Schofield. Schofield hadn't done it for ages. Probably couldn't afford his going rate.
Yeah, because We Buy Any Car used to own that garage in Rochdale, Carcraft. Do you remember Carcraft?
Yeah.
They went bust. Well, that were owned by We Buy Any Car.
Were it really?
Yeah, either them before them, or one way or the other. It either one was
there's a place
owned
from
by them, you know what I mean? But they were connected. Because as soon as that went bust, We Buy Any Car sort of appeared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I forget what Chris says his name were, Gary, but he was telling me about it the other day.
Who was that? Which YouTuber was that, Gary? There's quite a few.
What name it blow? What name it blow? Chris can't remember name, but BCA car auctions. So We Buy Any Car. But yeah, what he'd done, he'd gone to this car dealership, bought this camper van, and was in the process bought a van, and he was in the process of turning it into a camper van. But then next minute, you know, there's a copper knocking at the door. It's stolen. I said, well, how can that be possible? I bought it from a car dealership. So they sort of did the investigations, and Yeah. He'd bought it from dealership. They'd bought it from WeBuyAnyVan.com or something similar. Yeah, Miss Whippy Boots. Anyway, in a way, it's worked it so far, and it's got sort of an happy ending. And yeah, the guy had left his friend in charge, you know, our sitting or whatever you want to call it, and he thought, I'm going to make some easy cash here, and he sold it to We Buy Any Car, and then in turn had sold it to this car dealership, and then they sold it to him. So basically, the car dealership claimed their money back off this WeBuyAnyVan.com, and the dealership had reimbursed him with this money. So in actual fact, he was able to buy the van directly from the guy who owned it in first place.
Yeah, the
Oh,
bastards,
which one's Miss Whippy Boots? Who's
I mean,
alter
they've
ego
got
is
to
that
make some money
one?
somewhere, but I just don't get why there's an admin fee. What the hell is the admin?
But you see, the blower, because he'd already started turning it into a camper van, and the guy that had originally owned it could see that it made a startup renovation, says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll claim my money back off We Buy Any Car, then the dealership will, yeah. So it basically, it's sort of gone full circle. Is because he was reimbursed, he was able to buy it directly off the owner of it. Crypto says it's not me. We all know it's you, Crypto.
Crypto, you're a naughty girl.
Yeah, it's always a good laugh just putting your number plate in that We Buy Any Car.
Oh, have I
Use a
done that?
crappy email address, then it doesn't matter because you get swamped afterwards. And it's always a laugh seeing what they'll offer you. It's an absolute joke. It is an absolute joke what they offer you.
But yeah, Chris will look into it, and yeah, he can't remember what it was called, but yeah, he did tell me a story about it, and I went,
Buy Any Car, that's what it's called.
We buy it. It were a van.
Oh,
We
they
Buy
do
Any
it
Van.
as well.
Yeah,
There's a few car companies doing it now.
but yeah, Chris is going to have a look and see.
Why,
see
they've opened up the We Buy Any Van.
Is that
but
Limbo
yeah,
style?
I says to Chris, I says, well, can it be possible? Because I always thought to sell a vehicle, you've got to have logbook and whatever.
Oh,
And if the logbook, let's say for instance, unless he found documents of this blokes and photocopied them or whatever, and were prepared, you know, basically
What van
saying
were
it was this bloke that owned van. I don't know exact ins and outs of it.
see, I think it actually says on the logbook somewhere that on one of the big quite letters, I think this is not proof of ownership. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how.
That's
Possibly,
registration.
Yeah.
I don't know how they possibly could have got away with it selling somebody else's vehicle. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I just didn't think it was possible. Well, put it this way. We had a white Sierra, I think it were. Now we sold it on. We got guy's name, address, and everything, and it were up to him to send off the slip to DVLA. Anyway, next minute we get a knock on the door. It were coppers. Do you own this vehicle? Chris says no. He says I sold it about 3 weeks ago. But apparently what they'd done is they hadn't registered it, and they'd gone into a petrol station and drove off without paying.
Yeah. I keep getting speeding fines here for a woman in London.
So yeah, you know what I mean. They didn't sort of take it any further. because Chris had wrote down this guy's name and address. I mean, obviously it were probably a fake name and a fake address, but he got proof, and he says, I sold it about 3 weeks ago. And he says, well, basically you're down as the last registered owner. And he says, I got that. It's been on about 3 weeks, a month.
See, the onus now, if you sell a car now, it's up to you to get that logbook off.
Yeah,
Unless you're selling to a car dealer, you don't have to.
But
Judd, are you?
But here's a UK registration. It says this document is not proof of ownership.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've covered up my name and address.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's one of them things where it's a fine line, isn't it? You know what I mean? But I was baffled when Chris told me about it. How could anybody possibly sell a van, car, whatever, that ain't their property? You know, but obviously he knew some way around it, so and obviously work the system just for a bit of, you know what I mean? I said to Chris as well, I hope it's worth it, you know what I mean? Same as Chris said, if that had been done to me, he said I'd have gone round, he says, and knocked 7 bells of shit at it, guy. You know what I mean? For selling my property while I'm on holiday.
You got to give him 10 out of 10 for cheek.
Yeah. You know,
call that cheek. It's just taking the proverbial.
A friend of mine, yeah, you know what I mean? Whatever you got paid for it, I hope it were worth it, because, yeah, you look like...
I understand now what Gordo means. He says, I'm on a cross-dress, and then it says, getting
I wondered what we were on about.
No, it's the previous tenant who used to live in this flat. She has a white Mini, and she has been caught on a camera in London a few months ago. The bill's into hundreds now, and obviously she hasn't changed the registration document. She's still left it at this address. So if speeding tickets are coming to me, you know, to this address.
Just write on envelope, not at this address anymore.
Yeah.
And stick them back in post.
She's going to get a shock when they finally do catch her. We're bloody hell.
Not known at this address.
Unbelievable. Because it's quite funny, because the first time I saw the letter with police written on the back, you know, I thought, oh my God, what's this? And I just whipped it open. Didn't realise it didn't have my name on. And the first line of it said, your vehicle was recorded excess speeding a 20-mile-an-hour zone in Mill Hill. Well, there's an area near me called Mill Hill, and I thought, I don't know where's the speed camera in Mill Hill, and I'm reading through it. And then as I got down the list, it said Borough of Kensington, white Mini, 71 plate Mini. And then I realised, I looked back at front at letter, I thought, bloody hell, it's not for me, it's for the woman who were here before. Well, I keep getting repeat letters now off of London Metropolitan Police.
Yeah.
You get a knock on the door.
Well, that's it.
You want £10,000.
Somebody will eventually come round knocking on the door. Well, they won't be able to knock on the door. They have to get through the door downstairs first. But nothing they can do is to. I'm blatantly, obviously, not a female nurse. I'm waiting for Gordo now. But no, I'm not a cross-dresser. No,
it says it makes you wonder what we'd love, Buzz, makes you wonder what he gets up to.
I don't go to London week, that's for sure.
Right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Don't forget the baking tomorrow. Yeah.
So you making brownies tomorrow?
Black Forest Brackle. I forgot it. My mind went completely blank then. Black Forest brownies. Yeah.
Black Forest. Oh.
So not Black Forest cake, not Black Forest cookies, but yeah, brownies. So I'll see you all tomorrow, guys, and thank you for joining me everyone that's on the panel, Tim, Joelle, Partners, Richard, and Scotty.
Bye.
He said, the hairy legs give you away, Richard. Buy some Veet or try Veet. Oh dear.
Night time. Night. Night, night.